Hello everyone, Chaos Theory here, and welcome back to Moonbreaker. Before I showed you a little bit of gameplay from this game, we played a few matches and it was a lot of fun. But I want to show you my favorite part of this game in this video, and that is the painting. So, if you're unaware, this game it's a miniatures, like a digital miniatures tactics game. And when I say miniatures, like I really mean it is with minis. Like they're on bases. It's awesome. And the coolest thing about this game is that you can paint any of them. In fact, this is not the default color scheme for Broken Vengeance. If you go in here, this. Oop, why did it do that? Interesting. Where's the default scheme? Right there. This is the default scheme for Broken Vengeance. What it looks like right out of the box. Okay. And this is the paint job that I did on it. Gave him gold tooth, some splotchy skin, and highlights on the hair. You can get so meticulously detailed with this. I mean, you can... It's fantastic. Like, you've got different types of brushes which react differently on the material. You've got all these different colors and a mixing palette over here that you can mix with. You can control the opacity of your brush and the size, and you can get in so close to do these fine details and stuff. So this one took me about 8 hours, and I like how it turned out. It's pretty fun. I kind of want to get some more color in on the cape, but yeah, it's super fun. So I want to show you what the painting is like in this game. So I'm gonna pick one of these minis, probably one with less detail than Broken Vengeance, and I'm gonna try and do like a speed paint job, like a quick one, and not like super detailed, because obviously super detailed I would have to make well, it would be a very long video to make, and it would be a lot of kind of speeding it up. But I'm just gonna do like a simple paint job, I think, on one of these. I really like Starling. This one is really cool. There is a lot of detail on this guy, though. The feathering, like the feathers over here, and like blending it into the skin and so on. Let's see, what would be a pretty simple... Probably something mechanical, right? Maybe this guy? This guy would be pretty simple, I think. Let's try it. Do this guy. Okay, here we go. So this is how it starts out. And we're gonna go ahead and do a new scheme. Now it is gray. Primed, ready to go. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to show you the coolest thing about this game, the cool, awesome tool. So if you click this button down here, it toggles auto mask. What auto mask does is, say we pick a color. Let's do, for the skin, I don't know, maybe this, like this green, maybe this. And you obviously pick your brush size and opacity, and then you're gonna pick a part of the unit to color in. Let's say this arm, okay? And when I click on this and I drag around, notice it's only painting the parts of the unit that I like clicked, right? Go over here, do the same thing, do this arm, fill that in. And so it doesn't paint over any of the other pieces, which is fantastic. It's just awesome. So it just makes like speed painting like this like way easier. So yeah, we'll do like that color skin there, and like let's give him like I'm gonna use mostly pre-mixed colors, but I'll go with like I'll get some other colors going in here in a minute. Kind of like maybe pinkish up here. I don't know. This on this giant part. See? It's so easy. And then you just click and drag. Super simple. Yeah. And that's basically it for that. Now you can also like change the type of brush that you use. So if I go with a wash here, say we want to fill in the recesses on this skin here and make it sort of pop a little bit more, give it a little bit more contrast. So let's see, we were on deep jungle. Let's say we go with like a darker color here, serpent moon, and there's a mixing palette down here as well, so you can bring this down, see what it looks like. That'll probably work there for like a wash, to just do like a basic darker area wash. What I might want to do though is maybe something like a purple. So we have that, we have the wash selected. It's at full intensity right now, so let's just see how it looks here. Yeah, that's pretty intense. Obviously that completely changed the color. Not what we want to do, so we can undo. I'll bring the opacity down like to like 30, 40% maybe. There you go. See, that's a lot better. Still pretty strong, but actually I'll bring it down to like 32. And then now with it at 32, again, auto mask feature, right? Just kind of go over the whole thing. That's still really strong. Let's bring it down to like 22. Couple quick strokes. Maybe it was just that I was doing too many strokes. That could definitely be part of it. Brush size is pretty big too, so it's like it's hitting all the other stuff. So yeah, let's just back up. Keep going back. There we go. So since it was kind of hitting everything a little bit too much, let's just try and take our time a little bit more with this. Bring it up to like 32. The brush size is relative to your zoom level. So like, you know, we zoomed in a lot, now it's small. When we zoom out, it's huge. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not too bad. So I think what we'll just do one arm at a time. We'll bring this up and we'll just go like this. Just do a little bit of filling in those recesses with some wash. Especially like right around the eyes for sure. Back up a little bit. Bring the brush size down just a hair. You see it fills in kind of nicely there, huh? Get that back edge there. Go ahead and get right here, the recesses of the neck. See over here. Definitely darker in this armpit area where there's not a lot of light shining on them. Maybe here too. And like you can, again, you can like zoom all the way, like pan the camera all the way around the different parts. I like the abs here. Get some more wash in there. Maybe more here in this armpit. This back area a little bit. Yep. These, like the feathers on this leg. And if you make a mistake, you can just Control Z and just go back, you know? Fix it. Fix it later. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Wash, right? You can put this some kind of wash on here too. Maybe that's serpent moon that we were doing, so it's like a... We'll see. How does it look? The wash might be hard to show up on this, actually. Like on really flat surfaces, like this, where there's a little bit of detail here, but it's mostly flat. If you wash, it can almost, like, it kind of just shows up as like a streak. Like, you can see it if I do or undo. See how it's just sort of a streak there. So if we bring down the opacity, go big brush, I just kind of like do this, like one single stroke. Maybe more strokes, I don't know. Go right here too. Something like that. And then this might be a little bit easier to get a good Yeah, like that, exactly. Maybe a little bit right here too. Actually bring the brush size. Oop, too far. Yeah, I mean, it's not like a ton of depth. We might have to go in, ooh, back that up a little bit. Might have to go in here and like really fine detail. And like do this to get those recesses filled in on this kind of area. And this might be a candidate where the, the wash is actually not what you want. Might have to go in with like an actual paintbrush or a dry brush or something in there. But anyway, I'm being kind of quick here. Maybe some like orange here or something that will pop a lot more. Something like this maybe. Do the paint. We want full opacity now. We're doing base coats. Yeah, perfect. Do this little hair part like that too. And maybe on the back here as well. All this. Do this orange color on all this hair. You want to make sure you go all the way like around and check on the other side, because sometimes the brush doesn't go. Like, see, I missed that spot right there earlier. That's pretty cool. And maybe, I don't know. We could do like a typical like yellow beak or whatever, but I kind of like the idea of like this color maybe. No, not really. Like, there we go. That's better. And then we can actually do like this as a wash. Bring the opacity down. Just kind of like... That's... I kind of like that effect a little bit. Not exactly what I was going for, but... What I want to get is these recesses right here. It makes them... It looks kind of dirty. I kind of like that. Actually, here. The underside of that jaw, inside of the mouth. Kind of cool. We didn't do a wash on the orange parts, so we can do that. Maybe like a darker, like a reddish kind of thing going on. Again, I'm going kind of fast because I want to actually like that. That's cool. I just want to finish this pretty quick, like just a demo of this, because if I do like an actual paint job, oh my gosh, I'll be here forever. That's cool. It actually kind of fades in a little bit, and then we can do highlights in a minute and just make that a little bit better. Do this. Actually, we'll do this. Ooh, that's cool. Oop, back up. Pretty cool already. I mean, not bad. The eyes here, I mean, we could do like, standard eyes if we want. Start with like a white. And then with eyes, they're almost never like purely white. So you go in here with like a very light blue, something like this. And maybe like a airbrush at low opacity, and you just kind of like add some of this like bluish tint to it, just a little bit on the, and just like kind of random patterns around it. You could do that and then start like drawing a pupil. which I'm really bad at eyes, so. Also, this is like a bird, so I don't know what type of eye to make it, but you can. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So you could do like a. Something like that. Like add this in, fill it in, leave some of that white sort of like reflections like that. You could do that. Maybe make it thinner or give it an iris if you want. I don't know if the birds have iris, so I'm not entirely sure. But you can certainly do something like that if you want to. I don't know. I might just give him like some kind of like yellowish looking eye, though. And just keep it simple. Not try and go too hardcore on it. You could do like a here actually this is a we could do this airbrush, pick a like a lighter color, maybe this, right? And then an even lighter color, smaller, like that, and then maybe like a off-white and just a tiny amount right here. Oh, that's not off-white. We just want like regular white, like a dot. Do that. That would, I mean, that looks great, right? So I think it was this color, right? Just kind of do like a little shiny bit right there where the light's bouncing the most off that outer edge of it. Smaller brush, just a little bit right here. Even smaller brush, a little bit. Pop right there in the middle, and then the tiniest brush possible, pure white, like that. I mean, they're not exactly, you know, it's not like exactly equal, but I would do more with it later if I was, you know, more concerned about it. Okay, so like the leather armor, there's a color that's great for that, which I think it was Scattervine is what I used before. Yeah, we're using the paintbrush, and we could just do, oh, okay, so it's 2 different pieces, got it. So yeah, we can do that. Just do the trim on these. Oh, okay. Hang on. Back up. Full big size brush. We'll just do this. See what parts are covered and what parts are not. So it's all these belts and trim. This color. And then maybe we do this for the like that. That's not bad. I guess we can give a color to the jacket. Do we want to mix a color? We can mix a color. What would be a good color? Something that will pop a little bit. Not sure, actually. Or you could just do like a darker brown. Darker brown works. It's not like the most exciting thing, but it works. No, I don't like it. I want something with color. What's this? Oh yeah, that's the color of the hair. So you can just kind of experiment. What's this light? Oop. Oh, that's kind of cool. That light blue. You could like put some of that light blue as like a dry brush on the skin. Hang on, this is getting distracted out from what I was doing before, but you can do this. Oh, yes. We're totally doing that. Let's put this down here so I don't forget. That's going to be our highlight color. I love that. Let's do sea stone. Try that out. Oh, no, no, no. That's way too close to what we did. Oh, maybe a yellow. Wow, that is so bright. It's kind of cool, though. It matches the eyes. We'd have to do some serious, like, tweaking to that, though. Yeah, we'll have to, like, do a brown wash on it. Not on that, on this. There we go. Kind of like got like a goldish kind of thing because that brown and yellow. Also, I'm kind of cool with like the wash being super intense on this. Oh, so this is where some of that color earlier blended through and we didn't quite cover it. Just do that. And then come back in with that wash right here. That's kind of cool. And then I actually want to put wash on this too. See, this is not that hard. I mean, if you kind of know some basics of painting techniques, it'll go a long ways with this. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that. I may not do the whole mini though, unless we go really fast with the rest of it. Let's see if we can go pretty fast with the rest of it. Let's get this gun. No, I would actually prefer the darker part to be this part. And then we'll do like the lighter gray on this. And then we'll do like a, what color? It's this. Kind of this bluish thing here. No, I don't like that. Oh, that's that color too. Okay. So actually, what we'll do, I haven't shown this yet. You can do the color picker. Pick a color that you already have on there, and then you can do this. Boop. You do have to be careful sometimes because some things are connected that you wouldn't think are connected, and if you're just going to town on it, you may go too far. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Kind of want this to be something different though. Maybe this gold-like thing. Oh, that color is part of the armor too. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that looks really cool actually. This is coming along nicely. What about these tubes? These tubes can be like any color, right? They could be like something like you could do this. You could go this red sort of thing. And then make it look like it's actually like pumping some kind of energy thing through here. That would be really cool. Actually, let's do that. We'll do this tank the same color, actually. Get that. Yeah, zoom in. And we'll do it on this too, so it looks like you can see in there. and then using some like highlights and stuff later, you can make that look, oh, kind of missed a spot. Make that look really cool. Same with this. Make sure it got everything. And then over here, make sure it got everything. Same with these, it'll be the same thing. You can like see. Okay. The tongue, it's gonna be like orange yellow, I think. Orange, get this yellow. We'll do a dry brush. Bring this down. Something like that. Just super simple. Maybe even a lighter color at the very tips. Something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. We can do the same trick here actually. So orange, right? Actually, I think this should be a different color. Hang on. Or you could do this actually. Airbrush. Do this kind of like this action. I don't want to do that all over though. Okay, let's make this big. It's got this kind of grimy look on the tubing. That could be good enough actually. And actually, I could do the same thing here. Do like something like this, soot. Just kind of go over with an airbrush, low opacity, and just kind of go all over. Actually, I don't like that. Hang on, it needs to be darker. Char. Yeah, we need to wash. We need to wash this. That's what we need to do. Oop. Yeah, perfect. Oh yeah, that looks great. So just kind of make all this really grungy looking, especially the front of this where the energy's coming out all the time. Just see it like a little bit, or a little bit, like a lot of wash will go a long way. You can just get so much mileage out of this. I'm not even, this doesn't even take very much precision. It's just like kind of going ham with the tools. Okay, looking pretty good so far. And then last thing we need to do is choose an accent color for this armor or this stuff. What does this look like? Just back up. Paintbrush. Looks fine. It's the same color as the beak, but it's fine. Could definitely do worse than that. And the claws are probably fine too. You could do like a go here for this bone kind of color, drop the opacity down, go with the airbrush, and then just kind of do this like a very, actually that might have been too strong. Let's back up even more. So we're just gonna do like this. So a little quick pass so that it still has some of that white underneath. And then that. And then we'll grab this for a wash on the gloves. Again, make it look kind of grimy. Especially in these like creases and like under where the light doesn't hit it too much, in between the knuckles. Something like that. And then, at this stage, this looks pretty good. The purple is a little too one-dimensional here, so I don't know how to fix that, really. It's also like really strong, that purple color. Okay, look, I'm gonna undo this if it doesn't look good, but I just wanna like try something. No, that doesn't look good. Maybe once we put dry brush in. Actually, I'm gonna use that as a dry brush color. And do this. Okay, that actually helps quite a bit. I'm being like really intense with the dry brush though. But like sometimes that's all you need. Okay, so this orange color here, we're gonna go like pretty yellow on the tips. Drop this down. And we're just gonna get the very tips of these. Like that. With the dry brush. Oops, I'll take that. I accidentally misclicked a little bit there. That looks really good. Then we'll do this. Just gonna dry brush over here. Definitely on this bit, towards the very tail, like the bottom. And then you can even go like way lighter yellow for the very tips. Just kind of do this. Actually, I do like a little bit of that right there. So very, very tips. Super yellow. Right there. That looks really fun. Okay, so that's 2 parts dry brushed. And then we want to do like this blue color, right? What was that? Jungle Stream? On the skin here. Is that what we were doing? Or was it this one? Let's bring this up. No, I can't remember what color we were doing. Sea stone? No. It was definitely one of these. Oh, this one. Yes, that hologram. That's perfect. So just drop this down like this. Oh, that's so cool. So all this like feathering. Every time you see that, we're gonna do some dry brush. Because that is so cool. I love that so much. That was a little too strong. Just want those, the very edges of those to highlight. I'm being a little bit heavy-handed with some of this, but like I just want to get it done and show you that you can do something like quick and still look good. Let's bring this down. All right, looking pretty sick there. We're gonna do a light brown dry brush on these parts of like the gauntlets and stuff. That's too strong. Bring it down a lot. Just want to get the edges. Oop, back up. Something like that. See how those edges pop now? You can just kind of go around the circle. If you set the opacity down, you can be pretty liberal with this and it'll still only catch those outer edges because it's meant to act like a dry brush does. Oh, I found a little spot where we messed up, but I'm gonna ignore it. We can obviously get way, way more detailed here if we wanted to. I kind of want this to... Oh, let's show off this stipple. So you can go in here and you can... Oh, that's way too strong. Drop this down. Big brush. And then like make it look like there's dust. Kind of... it didn't come through. Yeah, see that? Kind of like that dusty look. Oh, that's really cool. You can also do that on this thing. You know what? I'm feeling pretty good about this. Oh, maybe on the tubing as well. Just kind of like little bits of like that's pretty cool. Maybe a little bit more there. Perfect. Underside, underbelly. Okay, well, and then you can even go like low, and then just do like a little bit all over. If you wanted to get those felt, but there we go. Like if you want to go even more detailed, like you can do like a orange airbrushing on this red here, and you can get like, you see how you can make it look like there's something flowing in there instead of just this kind of monochromatic look to it. That pops way more with that orange in there, and you can do that on all this. Doesn't even have to be that accurate. It'll still look good. You mostly do the parts of the mini that are going to be seen as well if you don't want to be too intense. I like a little bit of orange, just in general. There we go. I mean, obviously, there's more detail you could do here too. Okay, I'm going to be done after this next little bit. This is what happens though. You get like in the mood, and the music is awesome too. It just puts you right in the mood. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna call this done. There we go. That is the mini. I mean, it's not incredibly detailed, but this only took, I don't even know how long I've been recording, but not that long to get like an interesting, cool looking thing. And you can spend a lot more time going into more detail if you want, but like that wasn't very long to get a cool mini. Like that's a cool paint scheme. And it automatically saves. And then you can like go back here and save, and then you can go back and look at the default. That's the kind of detail they put in. You know, those eyes are crazy. So detailed on those eyes. Look at that. Like they did multiple layers of like in the dark center here, and then moving out, white there, pure white here, and a little bit for that glossy kind of like reflective look. The white, the off-white here feathering, and then like this feathering is different. Yeah, there's a lot you can do here. That's really cool. Oh, and the glow on this is so cool. I love this. So yeah, again, that's kind of what I was doing here. I just didn't go into all the detail, but like if you do the red base, then orange, then this orangish yellow, white, whatever, it makes it look like it's glowing. But then you can also put some red dry brush or airbrush or whatever right here on these parts. Makes it look like it's glowing. There's so much detail you can go into. Oh, look, they hand drew a little bit of a face on there. V's. It's kind of V-shaped stuff here. But on the arms, it's not like they went too crazy, you know? Like, this is like this color undertone. Sort of a darker wash, and then some highlights. And they probably just went by hand in here and did a little bit of this closer on there. But yeah, I mean, you can go put in as much detail as you want and make something like really cool like this, or if you just want a really quick paint job, just do that 3-step process of like pick a base color, Go in with a darker wash for the recesses, and then pick a highlight color for dry brushing, and you can get good results. So yeah, anyway, that is what painting is like in Moonbreaker. So I hope you enjoyed that, and give it a try whenever it comes out in early access later this month. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. If you want to see like a really in-depth, like detailed painting job, that would be fun to do, but it would take a very, very long time to edit and everything. But I would like to do that at some point. So anyway, I will catch you next time.